Hello there. I'm not gonna walk around, but this video is about why. Why World War II? Alright, sorry, let's scrap that. The reason, this video is about Germany and the Third Reich and Hitler and uh, the contribution of Mother Russia to the defeat of Hitler's Third Reich Army or Wehrmacht. Why is it downplayed and why is it such a small? Why is it not known in the media, in movies and whatnot? Why is it so little, so little presentation about the contribution that Russia gave to the whole world in terms of destroying Adolf Hitler's Wehrmacht, the SS, and also the whatever evil mechanisms that Hitler imposed on the world? The answer is simple, because during the time when all these media, all these movies came out, all the books that were written, most of these media came from America, and America is an English-speaking country, and therefore, English is an international language, even though the most spoken language in the world is actually Mandarin, because China has a lot of people there who speaks Mandarin. But internationally, English is more like a intergalactic universal language. So when that happens, when all the writers, like say from America, they gave their 2 cents, they write books, it gets spread around the whole world, and everybody thinks that all the World War II books from America, of course, comes from the American perspective. Therefore, the contributions to destroying the Third Reich is more or less American-centric. It gives us a feeling that the US were the ones who destroyed Germany, but in actual fact, it is actually Mother Russia, the Rodina, or Stalin's army that gave the death blow, not that kind of blow job, but the death blow that killed off Hitler's ambition of a unified Europe, or extinguishing the Jews, or something weird. Hitler was kind of weird. I mean, the worst thing that Hitler has done to us human beings is making that mustache under the nose unfashionable. Because just imagine a world that we're living in. It's 2016 now, September. You want to be specific, at night. We could have had something different. Instead of November being a beard, grow your beard for some kind of reason. I'm not sure what's the reason of growing one's beard in November. Is an American thing. It's maybe a hipster thing. I'm not sure. But just imagine it. I think this beard thing, growing the beard, is in protest of prostate cancer or something like that, of testicular cancer. Men around the world, they want to protest against the existence of testicular cancer, and wants to show their pride in wanting to eradicate testicular cancer or prostate cancer. So they grow their beard. They don't do anything to the groin area, I think. So there's a beard always down there, but you can't see it. It would be a nice world that we live in if all the men, instead of just growing a beard out here during November, they should like take down their pants and show their beard that covers around their groin and you can't see the dick, because a lot of the parts of the world, they have winter, so November is kind of like winter, except for the southern hemisphere. Southern hemisphere is kind of like bloody hot. I'm going to do an Australian imitation. Howdy, mate. Suck a big dick recently. That's something like that. So you can't like walk around I mean, you can. I wish we could just walk around without our pants, just showing a big bush in the groin area. Can't see the dick. It's not obscene because can't see the dick. It's cold. So when the atmosphere or the environment is cold, the dick is going to like protract inside inside the body. Of course, it's not going to go whole way into the body until you get a vagina. No, no, no. Yeah, any the the scrotum, which is the skin that holds the testicles, also goes into the body. So that should be how November month be like for men. Men should go out buff naked, mooning everybody else, having a full bush in front, and having no shame at all, with pride, gay, with man pride, showing off to the girls. This is my bush. Do you have any? Just trying to tell them, or mentally tell them, do you have a bush? You don't have your vagina, your groin is like is as smooth as a baby's tush. You adolescent seeming girl, because you don't have pubes. Your lack of pubes in the female area, the female genitalia, makes you seem like a child, which is kind of like enticing and very taboo, because it seems like the girl is clearly 30 years old, but you don't see her face because your whole eyes is on her navel, because you are eating her out. Seemingly for the guy, he will imagine he's eating out from a 15-year-old girl because she does not have any. A 15-year-old girl normally does have a bit of pubic hair, but it's not curly. It's very fine. Fuck, what am I saying? I'm saying that death blow to Germany's army was dealt by Stalin. Stalin is a jerk. He's a fucking asshole, but he killed Hitler's army. The army group center, which was the biggest army group that tried to rape Mother Russia's vagina and asshole too, was destroyed, was encircled, was starved, was morally destroyed by the beautiful snipers of Russia. I mean, just imagine back then, the army that you should actually enlist for. Okay, actually, you won't enlist yourself in Mother Russia's army because they force you. Okay, they force you inside. You got two arms, two legs, two eyes, two nipples. You are in the army of serving Mother Russia. You are part of our group. But in a world where you have to enlist for an army in around the world, definitely go for the women. Go for the Russian army, because they have girls there. They are the first army to have girls as snipers, as killers. Just imagine back then. Anytime can be your last day. So they fuck rabbits. It's almost the same. I mean, during the World War II, for the Russian army, it's almost the same as the Olympic Games. You know, all the athletes fuck each other like fucking rabbits. You know, they have beautiful bodies, six packs, not the beard sort. It's the abdominal sort. They have six packs and they fuck like rabbits. So just imagine back then in Russia, they fuck like rabbits. All the snipers, ooh, 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 ooh. Nice. That's the way to live, man. Anytime can be your last day. What's this video about? The death blow. The Russians were the ones who did it. There was a battle. I think it's called the Battle of Kursk. I think that's the biggest land battle of all, involving thousands and thousands, maybe millions of tanks. They destroyed each other and they really weakened Germany, because German girls, very beautiful, but I think most of German girls are, you can say, they are Slavs nowadays, because the Russians really raped the German girls. But would you rape German girls if you were in Russian soldiers' boots? I think you would, because Russian girls are beautiful, Aryan. Okay, why? Why was it downplayed? Why was the death blow that was afflicted by Russia on Germany? Why was it downplayed? Well, it's because Americans, well, from their perspective, they won the war, and during this media blitz, this time, when a lot of books were written about World War II, pussy, World War II, between 1950s, 60s, 70s, and 80s and 90s, it was a Cold War. Okay, Cold War era. The Americans were not liking the Russians, maybe because the Russian girls were not shared with the Americans. I would get pissed off too, because Russian girls are creme de la creme. They are the Michelin star of the food world, delicious and very very exclusive. So share your girls, because you'll bring peace to the world if you share your girls. So what was I saying? During the Cold War, when all these media blitz, all these books were made, the Americans, of course, would not like admit to the world that the Russians were the ones to actually destroy Germany. When the D-Day landed, when the Americans came to came to Europe wanting to liberate all the German girls, I mean, wanting to destroy the German Third Reich, Germany was already like on the floor, waiting for another punch, and that punch came with the U.S. Army, or the I think the U.S. Army. Yeah, the U.S. Army came to deal another sucker punch, you know. But the it was written, the conclusion of this World War II was already written in the whatever. There are without America's participation, Russia would have finished the job. Russia would have invaded Germany and would like just steamroll over Germany, going to France, and maybe they will go into Brazil or Argentina. Who knows what they can do without US's help or Britain's help? They would have done it. So again, why? It's because of Cold War. But during the time of 1960s and 1950s, 70s, and 80s and 90s, it's a Cold War. The U.S. authors or the U.S. government will not admit to everybody else in the world that Russia was superior in World War II. There you have it. Cold War is the answer to this long-winded video. The Cold War made it so. So we do not know much about why Russia was like omitted from the annals of history in destroying Germany. It's because America was envious. Their enemies were the Cold War rivals, Russia. You can't admit to everybody else that Russia's, you motherfuckers, you assholes, you destroyed Germany. You can't say that, because you are at Cold War with Russia. So that's the explanation. It was a long video, but like my dick, it was long.